No, you are not seeing things. I'm gonna be releasing these videos on different days, and yes, it's the second video that I'm recording in the same day, because I have been having to pre-record videos, so I record them as I can. That way, I have videos for a little while until things start to slow down a bit, with the classes and the readings and things that I'm doing. I still wanted to keep my channel active instead of being in hiatus for a couple of months. So, yeah. So, I was thinking today, and I've been thinking in the last couple of weeks, as of the recording of this video, about dark times, about those times that we feel the bleakest. So, I use tarot to read for others. I have my 6 decks that I use for professional readings, and I do have other decks that I do work with, occasionally pull a card, that kind of thing. What energy do I need to look out for? I mean, use them to forecast, to predict future, things like that. But there's very few decks that I use specifically for, or like, hard times. Like, I have like 2 decks that in my darkest hours were the only decks that I would use for myself. That even if the messages were bleak, for some reason I found comfort in them. And I don't know if anybody else has like particular decks, and when they're going through their hardest time and they're doing divination for themselves, that these are the decks that speak to you, that can provide you, maybe you're looking for nurturing energy. When I'm going through my hardest time, I kind of want nurturing energy, but I kind of want bluntness as well. But I don't want to look into the future necessarily. I kind of, when I'm going through hard times, want to know how to work through those things. What can I do in the now so that I can create a better future and not create the results that maybe that I got? Or how can I work through pain because I suffered loss, so on and so forth. So one of the decks that I use, like my top, I have other ones, but I want to do my top oracle and my top tarot, is Ask Your Spirit Guides. And again, doesn't necessarily mean that I don't use other decks, but these are the ones that for real are the first ones I think of, and usually the ones that I pull from the most. It's Ask Your Spirit Guides would be, and I've been having this deck for years. Like, it has darker messages in it, but they're true and they're honest, and I feel like this one has a nice balance. This deck always tells me what I need to know, not what I want to hear, and allows me to work through uncomfortable emotions. And that makes me feel like I have some type of power in a situation, even when it's not the best. I remember a couple of years ago, I was going through a really bad breakup. It was the ending of a relationship, the ending of a love, if you will. And I used this deck to work on myself and to work through these uncomfortable feelings. And it helped. You know, because we are humans, and we all go through things, you know. And the deck did exactly that. It gave me balance. This deck just, it's like the mother that tells you the truth, but you know that the mother loves you unconditionally, or the father, whatever figure in your life you feel loves you unconditionally. That's what this deck feels like to me. Like, it'll tell me the truth, but it's because it comes from love. And it just really helps me to work through the darker times. And I use it other than when I need that, but it literally, ever since somebody read me with this, like many years ago, before I even was reading professionally, and the reader used this deck to kind of close up the reading, like, it just, resonated with me, and I went and all of a sudden I found it on Amazon when I became a professional reader myself, and I've just been with this deck ever since. And I've used it on others, I've used it on myself. It's just such a powerful deck, and I love it. And I made the mistake of giving it away, and it came right back to me. That's how I know universe wants me to always have it. But it's a deck that when I'm going through my hardest times, I'm using this guy. I'm using this deck because it's so balanced. It's not just like when I'm going through hard times, everybody's different. I don't want the positive stuff. I like to be comforted, but I also liked no sugarcoating. That's just me. I want to know, what can I do in this situation to get my power back? You know, how can I fix the situation? What can I do? You know what I mean? To improve the situation, basically, you know? So that's just me, you know. Everybody is different. The other deck that I like to have in times like this as well is the Dreams of Gaia. I love the Dreams of Gaia. This deck provides the counseling that I need. I get this card a lot with this deck. I'm not looking for forecasting. I'm not looking to know the future. When I reach for these, when I want to work on the darker sides, when I want to work on my darker emotions, when I want to work through my depression, when I want to work through things that are uncomfortable, when I want to work through a broken heart, when I'm having issues with my kids, when I'm struggling with loneliness and pain, one of my coping things is I turn to tarot. I turn to oracle. I turn to, of course, always first and foremost, the spirits. But outside of the spirits and rituals and things like that, I turn to this because sometimes I'm too sad and I need to, you know, just pull something. Then I'll go into my ritual room and I'll go before the spirits and I'll cry. That's all I can do. But this deck came to me during a really bad time in my life, and I used it for 3 months straight, nothing else, for myself. And it helped me to work through a lot of things. The guidebook, the reversal meanings, a lot of times it told me things I didn't want to hear, and I will shuffle the cards like crazy and the same card will come out. I have a really deep connection with this deck, and it really, really helps me in my bleakest and hardest moments, you know. So these are the decks that I turn to when I'm trying to work through something, when I'm at my saddest, you know. The other ones are mostly for, you know, I rotate them out and I'll pull a card here and there. But when I'm going through really, really hard times in my life, that's the top tarot and that's the top oracle deck that I turn to. So hopefully you guys like this video. And until the next video, guys, please let me know in the comments below if you guys have decks that you turn to in your hardest times, or is there like a specific deck that you're like, when I'm really, really sad, this deck just makes me feel better. Whether it's a huggy deck or it's a shadowy deck, whatever it is, I would love to know. Leave comments below, make a VR. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And please like, please subscribe, please comment below. If you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis, shamanic-priestess.com. My website's always on the description bar. And if you're going to email me, please let it be for business inquiries only. If it's just a regular comment, just comment in the comment section of my video. Okay? Much love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And until the next video, bye.